Terrifying night shift horror stories, real-life encounters that will haunt you. Did you know that the night shift can be one of the most terrifying experiences of your life? What seems like just another quiet shift can quickly spiral into a nightmare. Make sure to watch till the end, because these true stories will make you think twice about working alone at night. I used to work at a small hotel, the kind that serves bland breakfast and has more empty rooms than guests. After a hurricane, business slowed down even more, and on most nights, I was the only employee there. One night, as I sat in the back room, I heard a deep voice from the lobby. "Hello?" I stepped out to find a man at the front desk. He asked for extra towels, so I slid some under the glass partition. But something about him felt wrong. He grabbed them aggressively, shot me a strange look, then walked away. On the security monitor, I watched him wander the hallway, rubbing the towels all over his face. It sent a chill through me. Minutes later, he returned. "My key card is broken." I asked for his room number. He mumbled, "2C." We didn't have room numbers with letters. I froze. "Are you sure you're staying here?" His face changed. He pressed against the glass, his smile stretching unnaturally. Then in a calm voice, he whispered, "I'm going to kill you." Then he said it again, louder and louder, until he was screaming it. My hands shook as I grabbed the phone and dialed 911. He laughed, mocked me, and slowly backed away, walking out the door. I told the dispatcher he was gone and hung up. Maybe I should have let them send an officer. Maybe then what happened later wouldn't have been so terrifying. At 2 a.m. I clocked out and started walking home. The streets were deserted, the only sound my footsteps on the pavement. Then from behind me, I heard another set of footsteps. I turned, nothing, then a whisper from the shadows. "I'm going to kill you." Ran out of the corner of my eye. I saw him, hiding behind a car, grinning. I sprinted toward a nearby house with a light on and pounded on the door. Just as the man grabbed me from behind, whispering, "Ah," the door flew open. A man stepped out, yelling. My attacker released me and disappeared into the night. The police took my report, checked the hotel cameras, and put together a lineup. But when I looked at the suspects, I didn't recognize him. To this day, I wonder if I let him go free. Nicole and I worked together at a home improvement store, both of us on the night shift. She was pretty, and guys hit on her all the time. Usually they left her alone when she declined, until one man didn't. One night, while I was on break, Nicole served a customer who wouldn't take no for an answer. She turned him down and he left, but something about him unnerved her. And then, an hour later, he came back. Nicole was in the back, so I greeted him instead. He asked for her. I told him she had gone home. His smile disappeared. He stared at me. "I want to ask her out again." I hesitated. "She's actually my fiancée." His face darkened. "She's too pretty for you." I stood my ground, and after a long silence, he turned and walked away. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. A week later, while closing, a loud bang hit the glass doors. We jumped. There he was, face pressed against the glass, eyes wild. "We're closed," I shouted. He grinned. "I'm not here for her. I'm here for you." Then, in a slow, deliberate voice, he said, "If I take out her husband, she'll be mine." Nicole ran to call the police while I stood frozen, heart pounding. The man started ramming the sliding doors, shaking them so hard I thought they'd shatter. Nicole came running back, screaming, holding a 2x4. "The cops are coming." That was enough to send him running. 20. The police arrived, checked the cameras, and within days they caught him. Nicole and I quit that job soon after. To this day, we don't know what he would have done if he had gotten inside. When I worked at a motel, my shifts were uneventful, until one night when a man checked in. At first, he seemed normal, but as I processed his reservation, he suddenly started swatting at the air, muttering under his breath. I ignored it, handed him his key, and he left. Minutes later, he slammed his hand against the glass door, making me jump. He glared at me. "Why won't you let me into my room?" Combusted, I offered him another key. His eyes locked onto mine, dark and unreadable. He leaned in and whispered, "Kill her, kill her." My stomach dropped. He walked off, muttering to himself. I hid in the back, clutching a pocket knife. When I finally stepped out, he was gone. But later that night, I heard something scraping at the motel door. I held my breath, staring at the glass. No one was there, but I knew he was close. Some jobs aren't just about work, they're about survival. If these stories made your skin crawl, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying true stories. Stay safe out there.